morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Damilare, and happy to catch on with you again on this beautiful live session of real estate outlook, real estate discussion outlook, where I bring informations as to real estate investment, and then also to intimate you with the project that are ongoing in the Lagos real estate marketplace that you can key into and you can make best of returns on them. And we'll be having this discussion, and I want to believe that you have been gaining insight into how real estate can help you to build wealth, and how real estate can also help you, to save for the future, when strengths are no more there, or when retirement comes, you have probably lived your life in the public service or private sectors for so long, and you want to delve into business. You realize that people tend to make mistakes after they've gotten their gratuity. They put the money in the business they know nothing of. But from time immemorial, real estate has always been, of great help to people to build financial stability future. And I feel, we can also make, dig deep into it, and in this dispensation, make best out of all these, investment assets that is, safe, that is rewarding, and that also will give you, best of returns. Safety is of utmost importance. Financial safety and security too. You have to be secure to know and understand that your investment is in the right, is tied with the right asset, and as such you can also make most money back from it. So if this interests you, I would like to enjoin you to share this couple of time. I'd like to encourage you to take a look at this as something that has been a blessing to you. Share it, and if you know somebody who needs to also hear this, tag them couple of times. Let them know that this is a beneficial program that will add on to them, and will help them to make informed decisions, when they later ready to do it. It's because I know our journey in life has to do with we preparing ourselves. The time may not be right now for you to invest in real estate, but someday, somehow, I know you are working towards it, to make sure that you own a building of yourself, you own a home of yourself, and that is valid, and we are rooting for you that the Lord bless the work of your hand and you succeed in all you do. So what I'm speaking on today is what we call investment home. So what are investment home? Where can you find investment home? Why are they called investment homes? So what are investment homes? So investment homes are basically, home designs to compete in the rental market, such that you'll be able to earn, rental cash flow. You'll be able to have a cash flow either on annual basis, either on daily basis, either on a quarterly basis or per annual basis, or you can also, delve into what we call a long lease. So these are, homes that are designed. So they are mostly compact homes. So meaning that they are seeds. I always liken them to, a seed. Most times when you see a seed, it's usually smaller than the fruit, that bears that seed. And most times you have to plant a seed so that you can get more fruit. So investment home is just like that too. So investment home are homes that are called seed. They are seeds. So you plant them and then you get best returns from them. You understand now? So investment homes are, designed to make most money out, for you, so that you can be in contact with cash flow at all time. Cash flow is all about cash flow when it comes to investment home. And most times when you now do it, there's also a gain, a jara that comes with it, which is cash gain. meaning that your property will continue to also increase in value as you have, acquired them. It will not just sit down there and look. It will continue to, give you more money. It will continue to, position you such that you'll be able to, make the best out of it. So I want to encourage you, that when you want to make investment, there is a sacrifice on your part that you must do. And that sacrifice is to delay gratifications. I know, you want to bore. I understand that, there are responsibility in your neck. But it is also equally good that you design your financial plan so well that you cater for your home and you cater for real estate investment. And why is this important? Because you see, if you earn 300,000 or 100,000 naira on a monthly basis, you can deploy part of this money, about 2.5% of your money, and keep it as a mortgage so that you can build your credit score. Many people don't know this. People always believe that nothing works in the country. But I tell you, when you have the right information about what is going on and you ask questions, it will shock you to see, great number of things that you can achieve with as little as you think you earn. And that is just the fact. So when you are well informed about all these things, and that is the responsibility on myself to educate people that it is not as people say it is, that is actually the real way it is. So when you ask questions, people will give you, insights, their edges to it, and you'll be able to see that you can make, best opportunity out of the situation. So, when you earn 100,000 naira in a month, it is your responsibility that you take about 2.5% of your earnings and save it in a mortgage plan. So necessarily, you just have to walk to a commercial mortgage bank and say you want to open a mortgage, account. And when you open a mortgage account, what that does to you is that it helps you to build a credit score. Such that when the time comes, maybe in a 5 years, in a 6-year journey of your investment, of your contributions into a mortgage scheme, you can assess them, you can ask them for opportunity to buy you a home where, you'll be able to spread the rest of the payment for good number of years. Because if you refuse to do that, you have missed an opportunity to get, access to mortgage finance. You understand me now? So you literally have to save. And if you are the type that probably you don't even really believe in a mortgage system, you can get a separate account where you keep 2.5% of your fund for a sole purpose of investing in a home. I am the proponent. I always propose that when you want to do real estate, you start, early. The early birds eat the worm, so they say. So when you want to invest in real estate and you know that you don't have, good source of income, adequate planning is also, required of you. You must be able to plan well. And one of the ways you can plan well is to save to invest. And when you save to invest, and you should search for opportunities. And one of the best opportunities in all asset classes, where people put in their money to get return on investment, the safest of them all is real estate. No doubt about it. It has been tested over years. It has been, tested over years. It has been looked into. It has been embraced by people who have little or no educations, and they have actually made best of money out of it. We have countless number of people, and I'm sure you can relate with many of our grandparents that probably did not even go to school. When they build houses, they do not build gigantic houses. They build houses that are separated in rooms, and that's what we call face me and face you. And when you go to places like Agege, when you go to Mushin, where, there are buildings that are still very much there, and they still keep giving people, the owners, money at all time through rental income. So it is always important, that when you want to, the concepts of investment home are homes that can compete well in rental markets. And if you look around you, where do you live? If you own the building of yourself, ask yourself. Now, because you own a building, is it a mansion? How many people will go out to go and rent a mansion just because they just want to live there? They just want to have comfort. No, people rent apartments such as Face Me and Face You. People rent studio apartments. People rent, one-bedroom apartment. People rent, two-bedroom apartment up to three-bedroom apartment, because that is the early stage where they can, bond and save more money for future and for other financial responsibility that comes to their table. You understand me now? So, and that is the idea and concept behind investment home. So when you are now investing or buying into investment home, it means that you want to compete well in the in the rental space. You want to make money from the rental space. You want to make money. You want to earn rental income. You want to position yourself to cash flow. You understand? And that is the most important thing, because of course now you have strength. Now resources are there, and you are thinking of what you can do, that will keep giving you cash flow in the long run, and then you can start building an empire of real estate assets that will stand the test of time and that will save you, in the future when strengths are no more there. Maybe probably you have even come to retire. You are no more in a public space again, or private sector again, but you are now retired to yourself, just to make sure that you fend for yourself. So if really you are looking for something safe, something rewarding, something better, real estate is what to think of. And when you are now talking about that real estate asset, investment homes are better. So now we have been talking, in our previous sections. You can go ahead and watch it. I've talked about, commercial real estate. I've talked about, multifamily homes. I've talked about so many, topics that surround, investment homes that can help you to, make money, and one of those is the residential homes. People need home, and they take it as priority. People love to do business, but people can still do business in their private homes. You agree with me with that. People can do business in their private apartments, in their homes, but that means that residential apartment as residential asset or residential real estate has high advantage as well. It's not completely, out in terms of, the kind of returns. So you get more returns through residential apartments, and it's always a good ground to also start to build your real estate portfolio. So if you are getting value from this, please kindly share a couple of times. I'll be glad when you do it. And when you are also, when you know somebody who needs to also see this, please kindly tag them, put in their name, tag them, that they can listen to this insightful discussion, so that it will help them to make informed decisions. So let me go on. So residential real estate is very, very important to man's development, to life. All right. So it's very, very important. We must at all time, position ourselves to own one. And I'm sure wherever you're looking at me, you are in a rented apartment or the house of your home. So when you now own investment home, it helps you to keep you in the position of cash flow. It helps you at all time. So it can never be overemphasized that you can make best of returns on it. So now let's now look at, okay, where are these places? We've always said that location is very important when you are making investments in residential space, or even when it comes to real estate in general. Locations, are very important. And when you think of locations, look at some other things that surround locations. That is the businesses that surround our locations. And there, is this place, surrounded by institutions, either government institutions, either big private sectors institutions, that welcome trooping youths, that welcome trooping, people, who goes there to do business for economic, from the economic standpoint, maybe, just like the way people, rush to the island market space, because that's where we have big big organizations headquarters, especially Victoria Island, IKOYI and the likes. That is where you get most of white collar jobs and even decent blue collar jobs as well. So these are places that people troop to. So you look at that environment, and when you see that environment and you see that life are there, the pointer is that when people live, people love to live close to where they work, so that they can edge out the time they spent in to commute to the place of work. They can also save themselves some mental stress of journeying up and down, and also be productive in their dealings, in their work, so that they'll be able to use time efficiently. So these are indicators that we look at and guide us to make informed decision when we also investing in residential apartments in any certain location. We look at, do we have schools there? Do we have institutions there? Do we have hospitals there? Do we have all these things in these axes? So once we are able to answer the question, and the answer is yes, then it means that the cost is clear for anyone to invest. So, and where are the locations where we can find this investment home? Every part of Lagos is doing well, fantastically well, when it comes to real estate, especially residential, because people need housing. We have huge housing deficit, and it has not been met yet. So we still have Lagos alone still in need of about 3,000 plus units of homes and apartments. And as it stands now, even the private sector developers, no one is doing above 100, in a per annum, because of maybe the financial inflow, and then even the affordability, because real estate is a capital intensive project. So then, but all hands is are putting on there, because we are not on a spot, we are advancing towards achieving this goal. So for an investor who has a foresight about this deficit, who also want to cater for the deficit that we have in the real estate space, the land is green, the coast is clear, this is the perfect time to invest. But when you are doing it, you must keep in mind that you have to do investment home. No two ways about it. You make most money out of investment home. And where do we now have this investment home? We have them across subsectors, which I call sub-markets. The island market is there, the IKOYI market is there, the Chevron market is there. We have the mainland markets, starting from Ebute Meta down to Surulere, down to Yaba, down to Shomolu, Bagada. These are hotspots, Magodo, Ikeja. These are hotspots where you can find, investment homes, and they are good, thing that you should consider, because when you look at all the institutions that I've made mention of that are pointers for you to make these informed decisions, you will see that notable institutions are there, big private sectors, HQs, government presence, good rail network, infrastructures are in all these locations that I've just made mention of. All right. So, and these are pointers, for you to make informed decisions. So, let's now dive into some, curated projects that are ongoing, that I know that these are projects that are special. These are projects that, they're doing well in the market, and these projects, are well positioned in great locations that I made mention of, and will give you, the best of returns on investment. And I will start, from the luxury part of them, to the moderate part of them, and then to the, something made for, simple and, simple, investors and everything. So you have no option than to say, you always find something to do. If you are real estate investors and you really want to key into real estate, or you are thinking that you want to also, delve into development, or you want to start acquiring real estate assets that will help you to build big portfolios that will keep you in the position to receive cash flow. So just hang on with me. So while I give you, these projects, number one on the list that I would love to speak about is RIVIERA VISTA. RIVIERA VISTA is a collection of, 2-bedroom and 3-bedroom apartments and it's located in IKOYI, Lagos at Osborn. This is a lovely project, it's a luxury project. It's a project that when you buy units or two, you tend to have a cash gain, and cash returns and cash flow. You get rental income through that. And when you look at the rental space, IKOYI is one of the most expensive place where you can rent an apartment, and apartments in a good decent environment, in a good estate, in a good secure estate in IKOYI can go as low as 10 million naira per annum, especially when it now comes to a grade A, meaning a new building. They go as high as 10 million naira per annum for rent. And who are the markets that you serve in this area? These are markets that host many of the CEOs, many of the international, communities who cannot invest in real estate, capital project because it is quite, capital intensive. So they tend to, invest into apartments. They buy apartments, for their staff and the likes, professionals. So they have the cash. They have the capability to also rent this apartment because they are luxury apartments, and international staff, international businesses, they try as much as possible to make their staff comfortable, in a very good location, in a very good hospital, so that it will help their productivity and the like. So a rental, income that you can generate, in places like IKOYI is as low as 10 million naira, and is a function of the home functionality, the facilities and the infrastructure in this place, and how furnished and how clean and tidy the apartment is. And Riviera Vista is one of those apartments, block of apartment that stands out, that is well designed, well curated, and it is selling for a 2-bedroom, you can get it for 200 million naira. That's just about $223,000, So it's as affordable as that, and it's competing well. And at the level of this project is that we have completed, the first floor. We have done the groundwork. The beams are there, and everything is set. You just want to start raising the rest of the building. So I want to encourage you, if this interests you, you can just inbox me and send me a DM to inquire about this project. And I can assure you, this project is something that is the best in markets now. The price is fair. The price point is fair. So, and you can start, with the initial deposit of, 20%, 30%, and you can spread the rest of the payment, during the completion. We are completing this project, in about 18 months. So by 2024, you'll be able to get your keys, and you are buying at the best price now. You are buying at the best price. So let's move on to the second one on the list. Another one in the mainland sub-market, in a very good spot location, is Jemi Court. Jemi Court is a project designed by Cogent Development Organizations, and is a well curated, block of units of 2-bedroom. It consists purely 2-bedroom, and 2-bedroom, is suite in this area, and is located in Surulere, Bishop Street in Surulere. And that project is selling for 60 million naira, 2-bedroom, and it's also at the level of development. We have done the pile work, we have done the basement, we have done the first floor, and we are going higher and higher again. And that project also will fetch you great amounts of income in rents when you buy into it. The least amount of 2-bedroom in a grade A apartment like that in Surulere go as low as 3.54 million naira per annum. So you can be sure that in a couple of years, with the compounding rate of rental income in Lagos every 2 years, landlord will always come and knock on your doors to increase the rent. So you can be sure that you will recoup your money back, and then you keep making money from time to time, from this project. So another project that I also, will always, encourage, would love to talk about now, is in the island market, and we are talking about, you know, the bungalows and the, you know, collections of bungalows in this area. These bungalows are sweet. Let me establish again or re-establish again that when you are buying into real estate and you are talking about investment home, so investment home is the studio apartment, is the 1-bedroom apartment, is the 2-bedroom apartment, is the 3-bedroom apartment, and as well bungalows. You know, you can own a detached bungalow, you can own semi-detached bungalow. They are all investment home. And especially when the developer now curated it in a way that, you know, they now create it as a holiday destination. It shows that you can make most money, especially when you deploy all these apartments into a Airbnb arrangement. And what are Airbnb? Airbnb are simply homes that you deploy, such that people will be able to rent it on a daily basis, on a monthly basis, and then you'll be able to make daily income, monthly income on it. Or you understand now? So, and you can also use it for yourself when you are in need of it. Maybe you want to go for vacation, or you need a secluded place, to rest your head, to think, to retreat. You can always access it. So you can either use it for personal use, and you can also deploy it for rental use as well. So these are our projects. So now in the island sub-market, so we have those projects ongoing at Beechwood Park. Is a project that I so much love. Beechwood Park is at Lakowe, and if you have heard of Lakowe Lakes Golf and Country Estate, you know that the developers did a great job, and I swear they have everything, for every level of social class, be it the rich and the creme de la creme, be it the people at the middle class, be it the people at the lower class of the social class. I swear there is something for you to key into, and they've created the infrastructure facilities that will help you to thrive, that will help also your investment to grow in value. So now I would like to talk about Beechwood Park. We have collections of 3-bedroom, semi-detached bungalows in these places, and these are structures that are well curated, well designed, highly sophisticated home, and with great infrastructures around it. Talking about the water reticulation system, talking about the place where you can walk, a park where you can walk, parking space, good road network, the great ambience, the gardens and the lights. So these are places, that are well developed, and for you to own a unit of a 3-bedroom bungalows in this area, it just simply, within 40 million naira, and then you can own a unit of 3-bedroom. And what you can do with those homes is to also redeploy it back into the rental space. When you deploy it into rental space, you realize that you make best of money from it. All right. So if you are getting value for this, kindly like couple of times. I'll be glad when you do that. Please like couple of times, share, and also tag somebody that you think needs to see this, and it will be of great help to them. So now let's move forward. So now when you want to buy into this home, you can spread the rest of the payments, for a couple of months. We have 12 months plan, we have 18 months plan, depending on what is comfortable for you. You can always invest in them. So, and if you have this fund, you can contact me, send me a DM. I will be able to understand your need, and will be able to give you some perfect fit assets that you can put in your money as investors, and I will guarantee high return on investment. So we have Beechwood Park, which has collections of bungalows, and we also have lands in this place too. If you are fan of land, probably you are not thinking of home. You just want to buy land and build to your taste. There are lands also in these places, and they are well developed area. There are places where people live, where professional lives, and it welcomes, is also a destinations location where people go for vacation, where people go to retreats, to relax, to have fun, to enjoy themselves. So you cannot be wrong if you own a land there and you build to your taste. And we have a place where even as a young developer you can also buy and start building. when you build there, you realize that you make most of money back from it. You understand me now? So that is how all this thing works. So another project that I would also love to talk about is the castle residence. The castle residence consists of 3-bedroom semi-detached bungalows. It's also a bungalow, and that place is livable. That place is also, a residential apartment that you can own, and it's selling for just 33 million naira. 33 million naira. And the good part about it is that all these homes are already built. All right, they are already built, and when you want to also, invest, within 6 months, you have a payment plan of 6 months, meaning that you can spread your payments for period of 6 months, and you can start with initial deposit of 5 million naira. So you can lock in a unit with 5 million naira, and within the within 6 month period of time, you can be sure that you complete your payment and you are on your way becoming a landlord. And that home, you can also deploy it and compete with it in the rental space, and it will give you highest return. All right, so now let's dive into one of the projects that has so much love, and it's at the end of Lekki-Epe corridor in Epe, so to say. And this project is a because I understand the backstory of this project, so it fascinates me and it helps me to bring it to you that it is an investment that you can never be wrong with when you key into it, and it's one of the most affordable projects in Epe now. And when you are talking about Epe, you know what is going on in Epe. Epe is a new London now. Epe is welcoming so many foreign direct investments. Epe is competing well in the space of real estate, because a lot of money are going into real estate infrastructures, are going into businesses. When you think about ports, Lekki Deep Sea Port, is in this corridor. When you think about the free zone, we talk about Alaro City, is one of the huge projects that is ongoing there. And then when we hear the Lekki Airport that Lagos State government is putting in place, is more closer to the corridor of Epe than to anybody even in Lekki Phase 1, Lekki Phase 2, Aja. So people, I tell people that when the airport completes, people in Epe will enjoy more, and their economy will grow bigger and better, because they are also, surrounded by notable projects. And even the project of the Fort Mainland project also, we crisscross around that end as well, to give it a life, to give it, more accessibility, to the mainland. All right, so and that's how this thing works. So I now want to talk about this lovely project that when you key into it, you are ahead. It positions you ahead. It helps you, to be on ground, so that when other people are coming, you will start, making most money from it. Now, that is the Aces 3-bedroom holiday homes. I told you that I understand the backstory of this project, and for the investor, for the developers who have come, with the projects, with a model that has to do with an holiday home site, it means that when you buy a unit in that place, you can deploy it, for a short length, a service apartment, so to say. All right, so you can deploy your project, your home, to service apartment, and service apartment will keep giving you money. So they want to create a destination, a place, where people can live, work, and play. So when you now own a unit of, the Aces 3-bedroom detached, fully detached bungalows, you have positions, to compete well in the short leg space. You have, position to compete, in a service apartment space where people will come there daily, where people, come and relax themselves, and they will need to live in a place. So your home can work perfectly in that climate, in that environment. And this project is at off-plan stage. It has a pre-launch plan stage, so you can make best of money. And the advantage that we also give you is that you can twist things, with the developer. You can recreate, your design. if you want, you know, a bigger room, if you have a tiny space, if you need a workspace and the like, you can ask them to incorporate it into your design such that, you know, when they build for you, they build with functionality that resonates with your lifestyle. All right. So, and that is the advantage of buying into, you know, an off-plan project, especially at pre-launch price. You buy low, and then you have advantage to also, you know, make a tweak, a bit of a tweak to the current designs. All right. So, and it's position you ahead. And this project that I'm talking about is called the Aces. The Aces. Already they are built couple of 2-bedroom apartments, you know, bungalows there, terraces, and they are all sold out. So that tells you that investors are buying into this, are buying into this home, this type of home, and you too should not be left out. You should position yourself to buy in this home. And how much is this home? It's selling for just as little as 29 million naira. 29 million naira, and you have an edge to spread this payment across 12-month period, payments plan. So you can spread it for 12 months, so you are comfortable that you know that it will help you to, still take care of other responsibilities while you still buy into this home. So, ladies and gentlemen, so these are curated, special, notably projects that I bring your way today that you can make, you can invest into, and that will give you return on investment. They are in the city center. They are in the locations that are welcoming trooping numbers of people, teeming youths, even great people, for them to position. So you too, you should position yourself. Let me tell you the shocking thing about this project, in Ekpe. One of the notable, developments in Ekpe is called Ekpe Resort and Spa. Ekpe Resort and Spa is just like a resort, normal resort that you go to. And they have limited number of spaces there, rooms where people can live and, and the likes. And a night in this place, when they are, the list of the price you pay for a night is 60,000 naira per day, per night. 60,000 naira per night. Maybe they will give you complimentary meals and the likes, fine. But then, this Ekpe Resort and Spa is just about 10 minutes away to, it's not even up to 10 minutes, it's about 5 minutes away, to the Aces 3-bedroom holiday homes. So, if you now own a unit, you can be sure that you will make best of money. So 60,000 naira on a daily basis, when you, and let's be conservative. Let's say you have 18 days occupancy rate, in your apartment. You can be sure that you make nothing less than 800,000, 600,000, in a month. And when you add it up in a year, and especially when you now add it up to the festive period, you make much money from all this, kind of investment. So it's something that is worth considering. It's something that is worth, investing to. So, and when you do, I can guarantee you, because that's my job, I advise, on real estate investments that are profitable, that are well equipped, that are well, positioned to give you a leverage, to position you to compete well in the rental space. So these are notable projects. So, and if you want to pick a unit, or you have a question you want to ask about it, you want to make an inquiry about it, don't hesitate to slide into my DM. I'll be glad to jump on a call with you to flesh it out, to discuss it at length, so that we'll be on the same page. We understand your investment journey. We understand why you want to do it and what you are trying to, achieve. And we'll be able to guide you and say, okay, go this way, go that way. This is the asset you can buy and the like. So, and that will help you so greatly. So I hope, I've been able to do justice to investment home. It's much more, but I don't want to bug you. I don't want to, waste much of your time. Time is valuable. We must use it, efficiently and properly. So if you have any question, I will be glad, to address them. So you can just, drop your question. So I'll be able to attend to it. But if you don't, you can slide into my DM. I'll be able to, also flesh it out, and it will be beneficial to everybody. So I'll be able to speak on it. And if you have a question in particular about real estate, or probably you've had an experience in real estate and you are not clear, or you need explanation, or clarity, kindly just slide into my DM, or you can also pin it, into the post. I will see it, I will attend to it, and we'll be able to, get informed, get ourselves educated about it. So till then, next week is another session, so make a time out to hang on with me in the real estate marketplace, dynamics, where we trash out and discuss about the projects in the Lagos real estate, market, and about, how you can also position ourselves, to make best money out of it. And then let me also tell you that if you're an investor and you probably don't want to own an asset, but you want to partner with us, at Shelter Inc., I will be glad, to receive you. You can partner with us. We can do something together as to real estate, and we can build an empire, nations, and kingdoms, for greater works, for benefits, and for impacting our society greatly. So I will be glad, to work with you. So thank you very much, guys. So see you next week, and till then, keep winning, keep smashing that goal, keep pressing forward, keep pushing, until something happens. God bless you. Have a great weekend.